Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to tell you something that will change your life forever. Money is not just an object, a commodity, or a mere tool to buy goods. Money is energy. It is a force that moves, flows, and finds its way into the hands of those who understand how to attract it. The first and most powerful force in attracting money is desire. Not the kind of half-hearted wish that you hope will come true one day. No, you need a burning, intense, and unyielding desire. This desire must consume you until there is nothing else that matters. Without it, your journey will be meaningless, but with it, you will move mountains. Now, desire alone is not enough. You must believe in your ability to succeed. You must know, deep down in your soul, that you have what it takes to achieve wealth. This belief, this unwavering faith in your own potential, is the key to unlocking the door to success. When you believe, the world conspires to support you. When you doubt, you close the door. But belief is not enough either. You must know exactly what you want. A clear, definite purpose. Without a goal, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. Know what you want and why you want it. Let that purpose drive you each and every day. And once you have that purpose, you need to tap into the power of your imagination. The mind is a powerful tool. Your thoughts and ideas are the seeds of your future wealth. Let your imagination run wild, create new possibilities. See opportunities where others see obstacles. There is no limit to what you can create when you unleash the power of your imagination. But imagination alone will not make you rich. You must combine it with specialized knowledge. Wealth comes to those who are experts, who are highly skilled, and who provide unique value to the world. Never stop learning. The more you know, the more you can earn. Money doesn't follow mediocrity, it follows mastery. And all of this is for nothing if you don't have a plan. A plan is your roadmap to success. It is the precise, organized steps that will guide you from where you are to where you want to be. This is not about wishful thinking. It's about creating a blueprint for your wealth and then following it with relentless precision. Finally, remember that persistence is the key to enduring success. The road will not always be smooth. You will face setbacks, challenges, and failures, but those who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who persist through it. Keep moving forward, keep taking action, and most importantly, never quit. Understand this: money is energy. It is a force that responds to your mindset, your actions, and your relentless pursuit of your goals. When you master these principles, when you align yourself with this energy, money will flow to you effortlessly. So go out today, desire it, believe in it, plan for it, and above all, never stop pursuing it. Your wealth is waiting, it's already on its way. All you have to do is open your mind and open your heart and let it in. Thank you. Money as a form of energy, unleash the flow. Money is not a mere object, it is a form of energy. It is a force that is constantly in motion, seeking those who understand its rhythm. Money is not simply earned, it is attracted, pulled into your life by the energy you emit. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you will begin to harness its power and unlock the potential for wealth that is already within your grasp. The first key to mastering money is to shift your mindset. The way you think about money dictates how much of it flows toward you. Money is attracted to those who understand its nature. Those who view money as a tool for transformation, growth, and opportunity will find that it never eludes them. The very nature of energy is to flow, to move where there is space, where there is purpose, where there is a channel that allows it to move freely. Money, like energy, is attracted to clarity of purpose, to those who channel their desires into real, tangible actions. If you view money as something scarce, something you must chase after or compete for, you are already blocking its flow. You are putting up walls where there should be open doors. Think of money like a river. When you place boulders in its path, the flow stops. But when you remove those boulders, when you open up the path, the energy flows freely and abundantly. To attract money, you must first believe that you deserve it. This is where your mindset becomes your most powerful asset. If you don't believe that you can attract wealth, you're already creating resistance. Your thoughts must be aligned with your desires. This means you must believe in your potential to create, to build, and to accumulate wealth. You must become a magnet for money. emitting a frequency that is aligned with prosperity. And this begins with your thoughts. What you think, you bring into your reality. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. But desire alone isn't enough. Desire must be fueled by belief and confidence. Without belief, desire is just a wish, a fleeting thought. With belief, desire becomes an unshakable force that propels you toward action. When you strongly desire something and believe that it is not only possible but inevitable, you unleash the full potential of your mind. And with that, money begins to flow toward you. But here's the thing. You cannot simply wait for money to come to you. You must move toward it. Just like any form of energy, money requires motion. It needs to be channeled, directed, and acted upon. And that's where your actions come into play. It is not enough to desire wealth and believe in it. You must take purposeful, deliberate action toward it. This means setting clear goals, creating a plan, and executing it with unwavering commitment. Money is attracted to those who take consistent, aligned action toward their goals. One of the most powerful ways to ensure that money flows in. Oh, your life is by aligning your actions with your purpose. Money flows to those who are clear on their purpose, who understand their why. When you have a clear, definite purpose, money becomes a natural byproduct of that purpose. It is a force that flows into your life because it knows that you will use it to create, to build, and to offer value to the world. When you serve others, when you solve problems and meet needs, money follows. There is another critical element to understand here, the power of specialization. Money tends to follow those who offer something unique, something of specialized value. The more specialized your knowledge or skill, the more valuable you become in the marketplace, and the more money flows toward you. Specialization is not just about being good at something. It's about being the best at what you do. When you become exceptional, when you stand out, money will follow. But don't mistake specialization for passivity. Being exceptional means continuously refining your craft, learning, growing, and evolving. The more you grow your skills, the more you are in alignment with the flow of money. Remember, money doesn't come to those who are static. It comes to those who are constantly evolving, constantly improving, and constantly moving forward. Persistence is the final key to unlocking the flow of money. The energy of money is not something that will immediately show up in your life once you understand its nature. It is not a magic trick. It is a long-term game. Money rewards those who stay the course, who continue to push forward despite challenges, despite setbacks, and despite temporary failures. Every obstacle is just a stepping stone. The universe tests your resolve, and only those who persist will experience the full flow of its energy. Think about the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there by chance. They got there by understanding the flow of energy, by understanding that money is not something you chase, but something you attract. They learned to align their thoughts, their actions, and their purpose with the energy of wealth. And they never stopped moving toward it. The energy of money is not a limited resource. It is boundless. And when you understand how to channel that energy, how to direct it toward your goals, you will find that it flows to you with an abundance you never imagined. But first, you must believe. You must desire. You must act. And above all, you must persist. Money is energy. It flows where it is welcomed, where it is given purpose, and where it is channeled with intention. Begin today by shifting your mindset. Begin by understanding that money is not an obstacle to be overcome, but an energy to be harnessed. Open your mind, align your purpose, and move with unwavering belief toward the wealth that is already on its way to you. When you understand this truth, the world will never be the same. Money will no longer be something you chase. It will be something you attract with every thought, every action, and every step you take. Now, go out and embrace the flow of money and let it lead you to the life you were always meant to live. The power of desire unleashing your inner force. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Without it, nothing of great value will ever come into your life. Desire is the fire that ignites every great accomplishment, the driving force behind every success story ever written. It is not just a wish or a passing thought. It is a deep, burning, unwavering force that consumes you and propels you towards your goals. Desire is the spark that creates the energy, the momentum, and the direction necessary to transform your dreams into reality. Desire is powerful because it is the foundation of everything. Without a strong, clear, and compelling desire, there is no drive, no ambition, no reason to move forward. Desire is the force that gives you the energy to wake up each day with purpose. It fuels your every thought, your every decision, and your every action. When you truly desire something, you do not need to be motivated by external forces. Your desire itself will be the constant fuel that drives you. But let's be clear. Desire is not a fleeting feeling. It's not a momentary wish that you think about when things are going well, then forget when life gets hard. Desire is an all-consuming force that demands your full attention. It must become the most important thing in your life, the driving force that compels you to take massive action. When you truly desire something, the obstacles that stand in your way become irrelevant. The hunger inside you is greater than any external challenge, and nothing will stop you from reaching your goal. The key to tapping into the power of desire lies in understanding its true nature. Desire is not just a wish, it is a decision. It is the decision to make something your reality. You must be willing to burn with desire, to want it more than anything else in the world. True desire comes from a place of absolute certainty, certainty that your goal is not just a possibility, but an inevitability. When your desire is strong enough, you stop wishing and start knowing. You start knowing that the goal you want is already yours, and that it is only a matter of time before it manifests into reality. Desire also connects you to something far greater than yourself. Desire is a magnet that attracts the energy and the resources you need to succeed. The universe, the people around you, the opportunities you need, they all begin to align when your desire is crystal clear. When your desire is strong, it creates a ripple effect that calls forth the support and the resources you need to make your dreams a reality. It's the law of attraction in its purest form. The clearer and stronger your desire, the stronger the pull on the world around you. But desire is not something that can be achieved passively. You can't simply wish for success or hope for wealth. Desire demands action. It demands that you take concrete steps toward your goals every single day. It doesn't matter how small the steps are. It only matters that you take them. The power of desire comes from its ability to keep you moving forward, even when the journey seems long or difficult. Desire is what keeps you going when others quit, when the path is unclear, and when doubt begins to creep in. Desire makes you relentless. It makes you refuse to settle for mediocrity. It forces you to think bigger, act bolder, and dream wider than you ever thought possible. One of the most powerful aspects of desire is its ability to transform. Desire has the power to transform not just your external circumstances, but your inner world as well. When you desire something deeply enough, it changes you. It forces you to grow, to develop new skills, to learn, and to evolve. Desire pushes you out of your comfort zone, breaks down your limitations, and forces you to become a stronger, more capable person. When you set your heart on something, your desire will stretch you, challenge you, and ultimately make you a better version of yourself. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who had the most talent or the best circumstances. They are the ones who wanted it the most. Desire makes the impossible possible. It fuels the journey of those who refuse to accept failure as an option. It fuels the fire of those who refuse to be limited by their current circumstances. They know that desire, when backed by action and belief, is unstoppable. Desire is also the secret weapon for overcoming fear. Fear cannot survive where there is deep desire. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. But when your desire is greater than your fear, fear loses its power. Desire is the force that pushes you to act in spite of the fear, to move forward when every part of you wants to retreat. Fear becomes insignificant when your desire is greater than your doubt. When your desire burns with intensity, no fear, no obstacle, no setback can hold you back. So, what is your desire? What is the one thing that, if you had it, would transform your life? The power of desire is not about having a vague idea of what you want. It is about knowing exactly what you want and feeling it with every fiber of your being. You must decide with conviction, without hesitation or doubt, that your desire will be realized. You must be willing to fight for it, to work for it, and to dedicate yourself to it fully. Desire is the fuel for greatness, the force that drives you forward even when the road is tough, and the foundation for every lasting achievement. When you desire something with every ounce of your being, the universe will move to support you. Desire is the language of the universe. It speaks in energy, in momentum, in synchronicity, and in opportunities. When you desire something deeply enough, the world opens up, and the universe aligns to bring you the resources and the people you need to make it a reality. Desire is the bridge between your dreams and your achievements, and the greater your desire, the greater the results. So today, ignite the fire of desire within you. Make it your guiding force. Let it consume you, let it drive you, let it propel you to heights you never thought possible. Desire is not just a feeling, it is a force that, when harnessed, has the power to change your life forever. Embrace your desire and let it lead you to the success you deserve. Faith in your ability, the foundation of all success. Faith in your ability is the key to unlocking your potential. Without it, even the most ambitious goals will remain just that, goals out of reach and unachievable. Faith is not just a belief, it is the force that moves you toward success, even when the odds seem insurmountable. It is the unwavering conviction that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to, and that no challenge is too great for you to overcome. When you have faith in yourself, you become unstoppable. Faith is the bedrock on which all great achievements are built. It gives you the courage to take action when fear tries to hold you back, and the strength to keep moving forward when setbacks occur. Faith is the force that propels you into the unknown, knowing that your potential is limitless and that your journey is guided by an inner belief that nothing can deter you. Too many people underestimate the power of faith in their own ability. They allow self-doubt, fear, and negativity to cloud their judgment, paralyzing them into inaction. But those who have faith in their abilities, who deeply believe in their potential, are the ones who consistently achieve success. The difference between success and failure is often simply this: the belief that you can faith in your abilities is not something you are born with. It is something you cultivate. It starts with the understanding that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving greatness, and that you have the power to create the life you desire. Faith grows from within, and as you act with conviction, the results will prove to you that your faith is well placed. Your faith will strengthen as you witness the progress you make with each small step. It's not about having all the answers up front. It's about trusting the process and knowing that your efforts will pay off. One of the biggest obstacles to having faith in your ability is fear, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of making mistakes. But what if you could look at fear differently? What if you saw fear as a sign that you are pushing beyond your comfort zone, moving toward growth and success? Fear is a natural part of the journey, but it should never dictate your actions. It should never stop you from moving forward. Faith transforms fear. It gives you the courage to take risks, to fail, and to get back up stronger each time. Every successful person you admire has walked through fear to reach where they are today. They didn't allow it to define them. They used it as a stepping stone. Faith is also the antidote to self-doubt. Self-doubt is a silent killer of dreams. It undermines your confidence and prevents you from taking bold actions. But when you have faith in yourself, self-doubt fades into the background. You understand that you are not perfect, but that perfection is not required for success. What matters is action, resilience, and belief in your ability to figure things out along the way. When you trust that you have the capacity to solve problems, find solutions, and adjust as needed, self-doubt has no power over you. Faith is contagious. When you believe in your abilities, others believe in you too. People are drawn to those who are confident, who have a clear vision, and who trust in their own potential. Your faith in yourself serves as a beacon that attracts opportunities, resources, and relationships that will further propel you toward your goals. When you have faith in yourself, the universe aligns to bring you the right people and situations that will support your vision. So, how do you develop faith in your own ability? It begins with affirming your worth and acknowledging your strengths. Write down your accomplishments, both big and small, and reflect on how far you've come. Remind yourself that you have the capacity to create the life you desire and that your past successes are proof of what you are capable of. Faith doesn't just come from positive thinking. It comes from consistently taking action, seeing results, and trusting that you can handle whatever challenges arise. Surround yourself with positive influences, people who believe in you, encourage you, and inspire you. Your environment plays a huge role in cultivating faith. When you surround yourself with others who are confident in their own abilities, their belief in themselves will rub off on you. Likewise, let go of those who discourage you or bring negativity into your life. You need an environment that nurtures your growth and supports your belief in your own potential. But even more than your external environment, your internal environment is key. Faith comes from within, and it is fueled by your thoughts and actions. Take control of your mindset. Replace self-limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Every time you encounter a setback, remind yourself that this is just a stepping stone to success. The more you practice faith, the more natural it becomes. Over time, it becomes a way of life, your go-to mindset whenever a challenge arises. Remember, faith in your ability doesn't mean you will never experience doubt or fear. It means that you choose to move forward anyway. It means that even when you feel uncertain, you trust in your capacity to handle the situation, to learn, and to grow. Faith is not the absence of fear or doubt. It is the courage to act in spite of them. Faith in yourself is not just a nice idea. It is a non-negotiable for success. It is the cornerstone on which everything else is built. Without it, you will hesitate, second-guess yourself, and remain stuck. With it, you will move mountains. Faith in your ability propels you into action, builds resilience in the face of adversity, and keeps you on the path to greatness. So today, decide to believe in yourself. Commit to seeing your potential even when others doubt you. Trust that you have the skills, the strength, and the perseverance to achieve your dreams. The only thing standing between you and your success is your own belief in your ability. When you have faith in yourself, the world opens up to you. The doors to opportunity swing wide, and success becomes inevitable. Have faith in your ability, and you will unlock a power within you that will transform your life. Clear, definite purpose, the compass to your success. Without a clear, definite purpose, you are like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly with no direction and no destination. A clear purpose is not just a goal. It is the guiding force that shapes every action, every decision, and every step you take. It is the North Star that illuminates your path, giving you focus, drive, and unwavering determination. Without it, success becomes a random outcome, not a deliberate achievement. Purpose is not something you find, it is something you create. A clear, definite purpose is born from your deepest desires, your passions, and your vision for what you want to achieve in life. It is the vision that pulls you forward, the magnetic force that attracts opportunities, people, and resources into your life. A person without a purpose is like a plant without roots. Without foundation, it will wither and fall. But with purpose, you will have a sense of direction that fuels every aspect of your life. When you have a clear purpose, you will no longer be driven by the whims of others or by the distractions of daily life. You become the master of your own destiny. Your purpose gives you a reason to get up every morning, to push forward through the challenges, and to never lose sight of what truly matters. Purpose fuels your passion and drives you to perform at your best. It turns mundane tasks into meaningful actions. No longer do you simply go through the motions. Everything you do is infused with intention, with focus, and with a burning desire to fulfill your purpose. Many people drift through life without a clear purpose. They are distracted by the noise, influenced by others' opinions, and swayed by external circumstances. But those who find their purpose, who define what they truly want, become unstoppable. A person with a definite purpose is like a powerful force of nature. They attract opportunities because their actions are aligned with their purpose. The world begins to make way for them. Everything they do becomes part of a greater plan. Success doesn't come by accident. It comes through deliberate, purposeful action. Having a clear and definite purpose means you know exactly what you want and why you want it. Purpose is more than just a vague wish or dream. It is a decision. It is deciding with absolute clarity and certainty what your life will be about and what you are working towards. This clarity sharpens your focus and eliminates confusion. It allows you to make decisions that are in alignment with your goals, and it helps you avoid distractions that do not serve your greater vision. A clear purpose gives you the power to say no. When you have a definite purpose, you are no longer easily swayed by others' opinions or desires. You know what matters to you, and you protect your time and energy by focusing on those things that will move you closer to your goal. This allows you to make better decisions, to prioritize what is important, and to say no to the things that are not aligned with your vision. Purpose is also the antidote to procrastination. When you know your purpose, you no longer waste time. Time becomes your most valuable asset, and you use it wisely. Procrastination thrives in the absence of purpose. Without a clear goal, it's easy to get distracted and put off what needs to be done. But when you are driven by a strong, clear purpose, you act with urgency and precision. There is no time to waste, and every moment counts. One of the most powerful aspects of having a clear purpose is that it helps you maintain focus in the face of adversity. When you encounter obstacles or setbacks, and you will, your purpose will be the anchor that keeps you grounded. Challenges will no longer derail you, they will fuel your determination to push forward. When you know your why, you find the strength to overcome whatever comes your way. Purpose is the secret weapon that keeps you going when everyone else gives up. It is the fire that keeps burning even when the road gets tough. But the power of purpose is not limited to external achievements. A clear purpose gives you a deep sense of fulfillment, satisfaction, and meaning in life. It connects you to something greater than yourself and provides a sense of direction that goes beyond material wealth or success. A person with purpose wakes up with a sense of meaning, knowing that everything they do contributes to something larger than just themselves. This sense of purpose breeds passion, excitement, and joy. Now, how do you discover your purpose? It starts with self-reflection and introspection. Ask yourself what you truly want in life. What do you want to accomplish? What makes you come alive? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Purpose often lies in the intersection of your passions and your talents. It is something that excites you, something that gives you energy, something that makes you feel alive and fully engaged. Once you have clarity on your purpose, write it down, make it concrete. A written purpose is a powerful tool that reinforces your commitment to your goal. It keeps your purpose in front of you, reminding you daily of what you are working toward. When you are faced with decisions, use your purpose as the benchmark. Will this decision move you closer to your purpose? If not, it's time to let it go. A clear purpose also requires flexibility. It is not a rigid path, but a guiding principle. You may need to adjust your course as you go along, but as long as you stay aligned with your core purpose, every adjustment will bring you closer to your goal. Your purpose acts as the compass, but it's up to you to take the steps and stay committed to your vision, even when the road gets challenging. Remember, your purpose is not just a destination, it is the journey. When you live with purpose, you transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Every action you take, every decision you make becomes a step toward the life you were meant to create. Purpose is not just about achieving something, it's about becoming the person you are meant to be along the way. So define your purpose today. Give your life the direction it deserves. With a clear, definite purpose, you will find that everything falls into place. You will become more focused, more driven, and more successful. The world will open up to you, and opportunities will flow toward you with ease. Purpose is the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. Don't wait another day. Take action now, and let your purpose lead you to greatness. Imagination as the tool for wealth, the creator of infinite possibilities. Imagination is the gateway to unlimited wealth. It is the invisible force that shapes your reality, the tool through which every great fortune is born. Wealth does not come to those who simply follow the conventional path. It comes to those who dare to imagine what others cannot see, who think beyond the limits of the present, and step boldly into the realm of possibility. Imagination is not just a luxury for dreamers, it is a necessity for creators, innovators, and wealth builders. It is the spark that ignites ideas, the blueprint for success, and the fuel that drives everything you create. Wealth is not just about accumulating money, it is about creating value, and value begins with imagination. Everything that exists in this world started as a thought, an idea, a vision. The chair you sit on, the car you drive, the phone in your hand, they were all once imagined in the mind of someone who believed in their ability to bring their ideas to life. In the same way, you can create your own wealth by using the most powerful tool at your disposal, your imagination. Imagination is where possibilities are born. It allows you to see beyond the limitations of your current situation and envision the future you desire. When you use your imagination, you are tapping into a realm of infinite potential. You are not bound by what is, you are freed by what could be. Wealth is not just about the resources you have at your disposal today. It's about the ability to create and innovate, to imagine what could exist in the future and move toward it with purpose and clarity. But imagination alone is not enough. It must be coupled with belief and action. The richest people in the world are not the ones who have the most resources, but the ones who can see opportunities where others see obstacles. They use their imagination to solve problems, create new products, and improve existing ones. They don't wait for opportunities to come to them, they create them. Imagination turns abstract ideas into concrete actions. When you cultivate your imagination, you break free from conventional thinking. You stop seeing the world in black and white terms, limited by your present circumstances. Instead, you begin to see the world in full color, full of opportunities and possibilities. The more you exercise your imagination, the more you unlock creative solutions to problems, new ways of thinking, and innovative methods of creating wealth. Those who cannot imagine wealth will never create it. Those who can imagine it are already on the path to achieving it. Imagination also allows you to see beyond temporary setbacks. It is the vision of your future that keeps you going when things get tough. When you face difficulties, your imagination can help you reframe those challenges, seeing them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Imagine the wealthy individuals who faced failure time and again but never gave up. What kept them moving forward was not their current reality, but their imagined future. They saw beyond the difficulties of today and focused on the success they knew was possible in the future. But imagination is not just about vision, it's about action. Vision without action is merely daydreaming. The power of imagination lies in its ability to turn your mental images into reality. This requires focus, planning, and the courage to act on your ideas. Once you imagine the wealth you want to create, you must act as though it is already yours. You must step forward with confidence, knowing that your imagination has already mapped out the path to your success. Moreover, imagination is the driving force behind innovation. In the world of business, the greatest wealth is created by those who innovate, those who see what others don't and act on it. Imagination allows you to create new products, services, and ideas that add value to the world. Innovation is not born from following the crowd. It is born from imagining something different, something better, something that will change the world. And when you change the world, wealth follows. Imagination also frees you from the shackles of fear. Fear is often a product of limited thinking. When you think within the confines of what is currently possible, fear creeps in. You begin to doubt yourself, your abilities, and your future. Imagination breaks those boundaries, pushing you to dream bigger and act bolder. When you imagine the life you want to create, when you see it clearly in your mind, you will find the courage to step into it, no matter how intimidating it seems. The wealthiest people in history, from Henry Ford to Steve Jobs, all had one thing in common. They used their imagination to build something that didn't yet exist. They saw the future and they created it. They didn't wait for the world to change, they changed the world, and in the process they built immense wealth. The same potential lies within you. You have the power to imagine the life you want to create, the business you want to build, the wealth you want to accumulate. The key is to never stop imagining. Imagination is not a one-time exercise, it is a continual process. The more you practice it, the sharper and more refined your vision becomes. The clearer your vision, the more focused your actions will be. When you can see your success in vivid detail, it is easier to take the steps required to make it a reality. To cultivate imagination, make time every day to think about what you want to create. Set aside time for creative thinking, for dreaming big. Ask yourself, what does my ideal life look like? What is the wealth I want to create? Visualize every detail. See it as if it is already happening. Allow your mind to roam free, unburdened by limitations. The more time you spend in this creative space, the more ideas will come to you. Your imagination is your most powerful tool. It is the creative force behind every breakthrough and every wealth-building strategy. By harnessing its power, you unlock a limitless reservoir of potential. Use your imagination to build your vision of wealth, and then use it to fuel your actions. The wealth you seek is already within you. It is just waiting for you to imagine it into existence. So, start today. Imagination is the seed that grows into success. The more you use it, the greater your wealth will become. Don't wait for opportunities to knock. Imagine them into being and then take the necessary steps to make them real. The power of wealth creation lies in your mind. Start imagining and the world will follow. The power of specialized knowledge, the gateway to unmatched wealth. Specialized knowledge is the most valuable currency in the modern world. It is the key that unlocks doors to opportunities, success, and, most importantly, wealth. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and an overwhelming amount of information, specialized knowledge stands out as the true asset, the one thing that differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful. Wealth follows those who master specific knowledge, who can solve problems that others cannot, and who provide value in areas where expertise is rare. Every major success story throughout history has one thing in common: specialized knowledge. From the moguls of the Industrial Revolution to the innovators of the digital age, all the wealth they created stemmed from an in-depth understanding of a particular field. The wealthiest individuals in the world didn't get there by being all things to all people. They got there by being exceptional. In one thing, by mastering a specialized area and offering value that others couldn't provide. We live in an age where information is abundant. The world is saturated with general knowledge, available at the touch of a button. But general knowledge is not what makes you rich. It is specialized knowledge, the ability to know more about a specific topic, problem, or skill than anyone else, that sets you apart. Specialized knowledge doesn't just make you valuable to others, it makes you irreplaceable. What is specialized knowledge? It is the deep understanding, insight, and expertise in a particular field. It goes beyond surface-level facts and dips into the nuances, the complexities, and the advanced strategies that make someone an authority in that field. For example, you don't need to know everything about technology to become a successful entrepreneur in the tech industry. But if you understand the intricacies of artificial intelligence or blockchain technology, your knowledge becomes highly valuable. It is not about knowing a little about everything. It is about knowing everything about something. Here's the power of specialized knowledge. It provides the ability to solve problems in ways others cannot. People will pay for solutions, and the more unique and specialized your solutions are, the more people will seek you out. Think about it. Every successful business, every product, every service has one thing in common: a solution to a problem. And the more specialized and sophisticated that solution, the more demand it creates. You are not just providing information, you are offering answers that others cannot find anywhere else. The more you master a particular field, the more valuable you become to the market, and the more wealth you attract. One of the greatest advantages of specialized knowledge is that it cannot be easily replicated. In a world where anyone can access information, specialized knowledge gives you a competitive edge. It is not simply about acquiring facts, it's about applying that knowledge in innovative, valuable ways. It requires years of learning, practice, and refinement. And because it is so specific, it's hard for others to catch up or surpass you once you have mastered it. Specialized knowledge is also a direct pathway to innovation. In any field, Breakthroughs are made by those who understand the smallest details, who are willing to dive deeper into their craft. Innovators and creators don't just have general knowledge. They have specialized insight that allows them to push boundaries, create new concepts, and introduce novel solutions. These innovators are the ones who disrupt industries, change lives, and ultimately create massive wealth. They see problems where others see comfort, and they devise solutions that others couldn't even imagine. Specialized knowledge gives you the ability to innovate, and innovation is a direct path to wealth. However, knowledge alone is not enough. Specialized knowledge must be applied. A wealth of knowledge sitting in your mind is of little use if you don't use it to create value for others. You must be able to translate your knowledge into actions that solve problems, improve systems, and create opportunities. The true power of specialized knowledge comes when you use it to make a difference, to add value, and to take bold actions that move you closer to your goals. It's important to understand that specialized knowledge isn't just about your individual ability. It is also about your ability to leverage that knowledge in the right context. Understanding how to market, present, and distribute your knowledge is what turns it into wealth. You might be an expert in your field, but if you don't know how to make others aware of your expertise, your knowledge remains hidden, irrelevant, and ultimately ineffective. Learning to connect with others, to communicate your specialized knowledge, and to provide value is what amplifies its worth. Another critical factor in acquiring specialized knowledge is the willingness to invest in yourself. Specialized knowledge doesn't come free. It comes from time, effort, and often significant financial investment. It requires a commitment to learning, to developing expertise, and to constantly refining your craft. But this investment is the most valuable one you will ever make because it provides returns that are unmatched by any other type of investment. When you master a skill, when you learn deeply and relentlessly, the world opens up to you. Consider those who have built empires based on their specialized knowledge. Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and countless others didn't achieve success by trying to be everything to everyone. They became masters of their domains. They gained deep insights into their fields and used that knowledge to create solutions, solve problems, and innovate in ways that others could not. The key to their success wasn't general knowledge. It was specialized knowledge applied with intention and clarity. In today's world, specialized knowledge is more important than ever. The rapid pace of technological advancement means that industries are changing faster than ever before. To stay relevant, to keep up, and to thrive, you must become an expert in a specific area, no matter what your field is, whether it's finance, technology, health, education, or any other industry. Becoming a specialist will make you indispensable. The power of specialized knowledge is in its ability to create lasting value. The deeper you understand something, the more you can influence the world around you, solve problems, and create opportunities. Wealth isn't just about accumulating money, it's about accumulating value, and value comes from deep, specialized knowledge. So, if you want to create wealth, commit to mastering a specific skill or area of knowledge. Invest in your education, refine your expertise, and use your knowledge to solve problems and create solutions that others cannot. As you build your expertise, you will find that wealth follows, because wealth always follows those who can offer something that others can't. The role of organized planning, the blueprint for unstoppable success. Without organized planning, even the greatest ideas are destined to fail. Planning is the map that guides you from where you are to where you want to be. Without it, you may have the ambition, the drive, and the talent, but you will be like a ship without a rudder, moving aimlessly at the mercy of external forces with no clear direction or strategy. Organized planning is the secret weapon of every successful individual, entrepreneur, and leader who has ever achieved lasting success. It is the structure that turns dreams into reality, the strategy that transforms hard work into achievement. Planning is not just about setting goals. It is about creating a step-by-step blueprint for how you will achieve those goals. It is the process of turning abstract ambitions into actionable steps, breaking down the impossible into the possible. Without organized planning, your efforts will be scattered, unfocused, and ineffective. You will waste time, energy, and resources, and your success will remain a distant dream. But with a clear, well-organized plan, you will navigate the challenges of life and business with purpose, precision, and determination. Planning is the difference between success and failure. The first step to effective planning is clarity. Clarity of purpose gives direction to your efforts. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, it becomes much easier to devise a plan for how to achieve it. Many people fail because they lack clarity. They don't know what they truly want, or they have vague ideas of success without specific, measurable goals. Success is not achieved by vague desires. It is achieved by clear, focused goals that are specific, actionable, and time-bound. The first part of your organized plan should always be to define your goals with laser focus. Once you have clarity on your goals, it's time to break them down into actionable steps. A big goal is often overwhelming and intimidating, but when you break it down into smaller, manageable tasks, it becomes much more achievable. These tasks should be prioritized, with the most important and urgent ones placed at the top of the list. A clear plan will allow you to make steady progress toward your goal without getting bogged down by distractions or unnecessary detours. Every task should move you closer to the bigger picture. The beauty of organized planning is that it creates structure in your life. Structure leads to consistency, and consistency leads to success. When you have a well-defined plan, you no longer have to waste time figuring out what to do next. You have a roadmap that tells you exactly what actions to take and when to take them. With a clear plan in place, your actions become purposeful, and you will avoid the trap of procrastination. You don't wait for inspiration to strike when you have a plan. You simply follow the steps that are laid out before you. However, effective planning requires more than just creating a to-do list. It requires foresight, adaptability, and the ability to anticipate obstacles. An organized plan should account for potential challenges and setbacks and include contingency measures for dealing with them. Success is rarely linear, and you will face obstacles along the way, but if you have planned ahead and anticipated these challenges, you will be better equipped to overcome them without losing momentum. A good plan does not just focus on the goal, it also prepares you for the journey. In addition to foresight, planning requires accountability. Without accountability, plans are just dreams. A good organized plan includes deadlines, milestones, and check-ins to ensure that you are staying on track. It is easy to get sidetracked, distracted, or overwhelmed by the daily grind. But with accountability built into your plan, you are constantly reminded of the progress you need to make. Reviewing your plan regularly and adjusting it as necessary keeps you aligned with your vision and prevents you from losing focus. Another essential component of organized planning is flexibility. While planning is vital to your success, it is not a rigid system. Your plan should be adaptable to changing circumstances, new information, and evolving goals. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things won't go according to plan. But with an organized plan, you can adjust course without abandoning your mission. Flexibility allows you to stay focused on your long-term objectives while adapting to short-term changes. It keeps you agile and ready to tackle new opportunities as they arise. Successful planning also involves leveraging resources, time, money, people, and skills. You need to identify the resources you need to achieve your goals and include them in your plan. Without resources, even the best plans will remain unfulfilled. A well-organized plan takes into account how to acquire, allocate, and utilize these resources effectively. It ensures that every resource is working in alignment with your goals and that you are maximizing your potential at every stage of the process. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of organized planning is its ability to foster persistence. Planning gives you a sense of purpose and direction that fuels your determination. Even when the road gets tough or the results don't come as quickly as you expected, your plan will keep you focused on your ultimate goal. It provides the resilience to keep going when others might quit, and it gives you the confidence to push through difficulties, knowing that every step is part of a larger, well-thought-out strategy. The power of planning is that it makes success feel inevitable. An organized plan also helps you measure your progress. It allows you to assess where you are, where you've been, and where you still need to go. By breaking your larger goal into smaller, measurable milestones, you can track your progress and make adjustments as needed. Regular reviews of your plan ensure that you stay on course, making it easier to celebrate small wins along the way. These small victories build momentum, keeping you motivated and energized to reach the next milestone. In the absence of organized planning, success becomes a matter of luck. But when you plan with intention, purpose, and clarity, success becomes inevitable. Planning provides the structure and direction necessary to transform your dreams into tangible results. It eliminates confusion, sharpens your focus, and increases your productivity. It allows you to tackle challenges head-on and ensures that you remain on track no matter what obstacles you encounter. With an organized plan, the goal is no longer just a dream. It is a foreseeable outcome. If you want to achieve your greatest ambitions, you need to commit to organized planning. Start today by creating a clear, actionable plan for your goals. Break it down into steps, prioritize, and hold yourself accountable. With the right plan in place, there is nothing that can stop you from turning your dreams into reality. Planning is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and it's the most powerful tool you have in your pursuit of success. Master the power of persistence, the unyielding force behind success. Persistence is the ultimate key to unlocking success. It is the force that drives you forward when everything else falls apart, the engine that keeps you going when the world seems to be telling you to quit. Success does not come to those who give up after the first setback or the second challenge. It comes to those who endure, who persist in the face of adversity, and who keep moving forward no matter how hard the journey gets. Persistence is the muscle that strengthens your will, sharpens your resolve, and propels you toward your dreams. The power of persistence is not something you are born with. It is something you cultivate, something you develop through practice, action, and unyielding commitment to your goals. Every successful person, every visionary, every leader who has achieved greatness has one thing in common: they mastered the art of persistence. It's not talent or luck that makes them successful. It's the relentless pursuit of their vision despite the obstacles in their way. The ability to persist is the true separator between those who succeed and those who fall short. Persistence means not letting go when others would. It means having the resolve to keep going when the path gets tough, when the results don't come quickly, and when the challenges seem insurmountable. You see, success is not an overnight achievement. It is the result of consistent, determined effort over time. No one achieves greatness without encountering difficulties along the way. It's how you handle those difficulties that determines your success. Those who persist learn from their failures and use them as stepping stones toward their ultimate goal. What makes persistence so powerful is that it's a habit. Persistence is not just about willpower. It's about cultivating the discipline to keep moving forward every single day, regardless of circumstances. When you face failure, persistence teaches you that failure is not the end. It is simply feedback, a necessary part of the learning process. Each setback is an opportunity to reassess, adjust your strategy, and move forward with greater wisdom. Persistence turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. There will always be reasons to quit. Life will throw obstacles in your path, and the road will get rough. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you question whether the effort is worth it, and moments when the weight of the journey seems too much to bear. Persistence is the mental toughness that enables you to push through those moments. It is the belief that no matter what happens, you can and will reach your goal. And it's not just about enduring hardships. It's about maintaining your focus and commitment to your vision even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. One of the most remarkable things about persistence is that it attracts opportunity. When you persist, you demonstrate to the world that you are serious about your success. People respect persistence because it shows dedication, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to a goal. Opportunities start to present themselves because others can see that you are not easily deterred. Persistence builds your reputation as someone who gets things done, someone who doesn't quit when faced with challenges. It attracts like-minded individuals, mentors, and partners who want to be a part of your journey. Persistence is also powerful because it cultivates confidence. Every time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. Confidence is built through action, and persistence is the act that strengthens your self-belief. When you keep going, even in the face of difficulty, you create an internal narrative that says, "I can do this, I am capable." The more you push through obstacles, the more you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed.